Hello guys, welcome all of you in this video. I am Prathamesh and today I am going to help you solve your confusion regarding whether you should be pursuing lead credentials. A lot of my friends ask me, is it really worth it? Is it really that valuable? Is it really necessary to spend all the money for the exam and to take efforts for studying, etc. etc. Honestly, the answer to this question isn't a simple yes or no. But to know the answer, you need to know some crucial parameters which I'm going to hand out to you in this short video. Based on them, you will definitely be able to find out the answer. So ready guys? Here it comes. So the first key parameter is what's your occupation? Does your occupation requires the knowledge of green buildings, the knowledge of concepts involved in water conservation, energy efficiency, building materials, green technology, etc. Now, you might think architects, building engineers, construction managers, and contractors are the only relevant occupational fields here, which are directly related to green building industry, right? But no, guys, these aren't the people who are directly involved in it. There are many more occupations like commissioning agents, urban planners, landscape architects, environmental engineers, real estate attorneys, product manufacturers, and even commercial cleaners. All of these professions are also linked to the green building industry. So, this is your first parameter, guys. If your occupation falls into any of these, or even is somehow related to any of these categories, you can think of getting lead credentials. Okay? So the second key parameter is relevance to the employer. How appealing you think this credential is going to be to your employer? Now, honestly, guys, if you're into any of the occupation I have mentioned earlier, and you're thinking of switching, or if you're going to apply as a fresh trainee, then your credential is going to boost your resume, right? Now, a bit of caution here, guys. I'm not saying that this credential is a sole game changer. Please listen very carefully. What this credential does is it reveals to the employer that you are having a relevant knowledge related to the designing of sustainable green buildings. It in fact reveals that you are having this additional skill set required for designing of green buildings. You are familiar regarding the terminologies, etc. And it establishes how serious you are of not changing your field, how serious you are of getting knowledge about green building industry, etc. Also, what this credential does not do, it does not establish your technical superiority in respective field. That comes with your experience and your learning, guys. So basically, it is not a job guarantee solution, but it is definitely a knowledge shiner. It highlights your knowledge level. So decide if the career you are pursuing is linked to green buildings. If the company you are applying for is doing multiple LEED certified projects, then your credential will definitely highlight your application to the employer. Right, guys? So the third key parameter is future relevance. Now, there is no point or debating about how rapidly the human race is expanding at a pace which is even getting impossible for our planet Earth to handle it, right? This unsustainable growth is really a very big issue. For controlling this, currently we have the only option of green buildings as a solution. So, guys, if you are in any way related to the green building industry, do know that this is the future. Maybe in very slow pace, but slowly and steadily, governments are going to push construction industry towards green buildings mandatorily. Now, after hearing all this, you must be thinking that I'm speaking about the international projects or the US projects, right? But no, guys. Even India is now one of the most rapidly expanding towards building more and more green buildings. We already have more than 3,200 LEED projects, which represent approximately 1.6 billion square feet of area. So keep no doubt, if you're going to survive in this industry, you must be equipped with the knowledge it needed. So the next key parameter is the money aspects. So what are the costs associated with this exam which you will have to bear? Now, if your company in which you are working is an UAGBC member and you are a full-time employee, the UAGBC offers a discount of $50. So the cost for Green Associate exam is $200 for those employees. But if your company is not a member, then the cost is $250. And the cost of exam fee for students is $100. Now, most big MNCs do reimburse such certification expenses to their employees. So please go and inquire about this to your organization HR or whoever is in charge of your trainings in your firm. So it's well and good if your organization is going to reimburse you. If not, remember this. LEED is now recognized as not only US based or any particular region based, but a globally applied green building rating system. So your knowledge and skills will also be internationally marketable. It's worth noting it if you're going to pay fee out of your pocket, right? And the last parameter to decide is efforts aspect. That is how much of efforts you will be needing to put it for preparation of this exam. Now, just to clarify, LEED credentials are divided in two stages. First one is Green Associate, which is basic level, and the next level is advanced level, that is accredited professional. So it's obvious the preparation of advanced level will be harder than that for basic. That being said, I really want to highlight that the basic Green Associate credential is developed keeping in mind that even the person who is totally new to the green building industry should feel familiarized and easily understand those concepts. In short, the preparation of Green Associate exam isn't going to be exhaustive or lengthy journey. So it's definitely worth a try to prepare for this basic exam. It may also happen that while studying for this basic level exam, you may happen to like it as it's going to be related to your profession, right? And your mind may support you automatically to prepare for advanced level 2, isn't it? It may happen. Okay. So that's it, guys. Those were the parameters on which you will be able to finally decide it for yourself that if you want to pursue LEED credentials or not. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Feel free to comment if you like this video. And also, if you have made up your mind that you want to pursue Green Associate exam, I have another short video lined up, which will guide you on how to start preparation for LEED Green Associate exam. Go and watch that video now. Thank you, guys. Take care and stay safe.